He talks like a tough guy, tweets like machete, but the moment it gets hot, he flops like confetti. Red in Europe yelled at Trudeau, said steel's too strong and your cheese gotta go. The EU smirked Canada side, Trump slips away like Ted Cruz's Astrofly. T-A-C-O, taco, taco, taco. Trump always chickens out. Oh no, starts a fight then runs away like a matador in the ASPCA. T-A-C-O, taco, taco, taco. Roars like a lion, scurries like a roach. Tyrant tough guy, más o menos. He barked at Beijing, no chips, no phones, then caved when Wall Street threw some stones. Even tried to slap tariffs on ease from France, but when Reno laughed, he hid behind Vance. He bans, he votes, then walks it back. Blames deep state deals or a heart attack. From trade wars to his golf course flair, it's all one big hot air affair. T-A-C-O, taco, taco, taco. Trump always chickens out. It's so tough on X, weak when pressed. Can't persuade anyone, just one big mess. T-A-C-O, taco, taco, taco. Global leaders all know the code, just wait a week and he'll implode. He said no more German cars, then bought a Beamer with gold-plated bars. Claimed tariffs would fund the wall, but Mexico still ain't paid at all. T-A-C-O, taco, taco, taco. Trump always chickens out. Hello. Bluffs and blunders obvious to see. Nobody takes him seriously. T tweets that stall. A always brawl. C cries foul ball. Oh, out by fall. So if he threatens your trade with doom and gloom, just give it time, he'll leave the room. Cause that's the game, no need to shout. Trump always chickens out. Taco, taco.
I really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
Who, me?
Good evening, my dearly Friday frolickers. How the devil are you all, my friends? And not that. That's not what I pressed the wrong button. Great start to the Friday frolic. How are we all, my dear friends? And hasn't it not been a bad day? I would say it's been a bit overcast here, but I would definitely say it's not been a bad one. How has it been for you, my dear friends? As I just get myself all organised and all sorted. Right, let's get myself all organised. Yes, that's what happens when you do have a little slight change of plan at the last minute. Never mind, it's the way it goes sometimes. Let's have a little look at who's in the chat, my dear friends. And yeah, who's that Burke at the top? Yeah, good afternoon, Friday frolickers. I do hope everyone is very, very well. Who's that idiot there? Get him out of here, he's an idiot. But anyway, good evening, Andrew Luke. Hope you're well, my friend. If you've not subscribed to Andrew Luke's channel, please do. He does some fantastic stuff about Doctor Who, and as the old saying goes, knows his shit. Hello, Billy Kershaw, my running mate, my dear running mate, how are you? And we're talking about taco. I'm no chicken. But hello there, Reagan. Have you enjoyed it? Did you go to Doncaster? The old Doncaster. I've been there twice. That was for the football. And how did it go? I think we won one, drew one. That was a good while ago, good few years ago. But enjoy your holiday, and also please subscribe to Reagan Elite's channel. Does some brilliant stuff. Good evening, Simon says 55. Hope you're well. Good evening, Jan Wallace. Hello from France. Love the music. Yes, it just seemed rather apt, didn't it? You know, with our with our chicken Trump. Yes, he promises a lot, delivers very little, and then scurries off, doesn't he? With his tail between his legs. And if you want to thank somebody for showing me that piece of music, our very own Sir Larry the cat. Thank you very much for showing that lovely, that fantastic bit of you could say music. It was rather apt for this week. And also please subscribe to Sir Larry's channel as well. He does some brilliant stuff. And who's that boogieing away? Oh yes, it's my daughter, God's last sis. Hello there, my lovely daughter. Hope you're very, very well. Good afternoon, Sonic, and good afternoon to my two fantastic moderators, Mad Monk 33 and Alistair Kerr. Give them both a good thumbs up. They do fantastic work for me. Good evening, Jim Stevens, and I'm very well, thank you. I hope you're very well as well too. And Leapshin, good evening, my dear friend. Hope you're well. Good evening, Devinder Singh. Hope you're very, very well. D. Dunford. Afternoon. I don't know about a legend, but I'll take that. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, my dear friend. Hope you're very, very well. Yes. Here in Belgium, it's a sunny day after a few miserable ones. Oh, lovely. Yeah. I have to say, I've just looked out the window. It's like from this side, you can see a bit of rays. It's like the window's open and the sun's just starting to come in, so it's really, really nice. So very, very, very nice. Very nice it looks. But anyway, welcome to my Friday frolic, where we just spend a couple of hours where we will be having a look at one or two of the absolute knob jockeys and complete idiots in politics who shouldn't be really taken seriously, where we'll be having a little wee look at of course the orange one. I have a little bit of fun and games at the expense of those clowns who decided to congregate around London to do a national strike day on a Saturday, whatever. Yes, and we have one or two others. I have a little bit of a fun bit of clips of our political Batman. Yeah, I can just see him when he returns to the front bench. He'll be wearing his cape and his mask and saying to the Justice Minister, "I'm Batman." Yes, we're having a little giggle at the clown that is Honest Bob Jenrick, and plenty of other things to go by. So, what we will do, we shall, when you don't notice it. Yes. My mother's beginning to recover, and on my rent short this month. I hope it's coming in. Yes, 3 new Doctor Who this week. I am the king of Who. You most certainly are, my dear friend. Certainly are. Yes, you do some pretty good stuff. Especially, I have to say, when growing up, I was always one of them when it came to Doctor Who. I didn't religiously watch it, but if it were on, I didn't dislike. I would just basically, if it was on, I'd watch it and enjoy it. But if I didn't know it was on, I wouldn't necessarily watch it, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's see. Right, what I'm going to do here is just going to check what this looks like. I knew it would do it. I knew it. Bloody knew it. But just slight little bit of what you call running repairs.
Kristi Noem famously just knows so much about Homeland Security and the law and what the president can do and can't do. But we are so proud to deport criminals that have been, this is true, Hillary Clinton allowed them to stay since like 2 years after I was born. It is ridiculous, but no, we are getting these criminals out of here like Wonka, Willie for labor violations and child endangerment. Poppins, Mary, unlicensed child trafficking and suspicious carpetbaggery. We have Frizzle, Mrs., vehicular endangerment of minors, and also Rachel, Miss, anti-Semitism. Sure.
How is President Trump having dinner with the 220 people who spent the most money on his meme coin not a conflict of interest?
No, actually, that's incorrect. I don't know where you got your sources from. Maybe from Caitlin or the Washington Post. But no, President Trump is not enriching himself. Guys, frankly, it's ridiculous line of questioning that you think that President Trump, who was living a life of wealth, he was a movie star. Guys, he was the star of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. He had a promising film career ahead of him, but he gave all of that up so that he could serve the American people because he saw a need, and that's the kind of person that he is. And frankly, it's absurd that you don't think that all of his money is being handled by his children in a blind trust, and there's absolutely nothing that he could be benefiting from just because he had dinner as a private citizen with people that donated money or purchased an opportunity, an investment. He's here for the American people, and that's exactly what everybody voted for. And you're lucky he's even being transparent about it, unlike Joe Biden.
Do you think he's actually there to serve the American people? Somehow I don't believe it. What do you guys think?
Barack Hussein Obama, who did everything in the shadows. Sure.
Why did President Trump lie about what's happening in South Africa to
Yamiche? No, Yamiche, you're incorrect. Those crosses that were out there, hundreds of thousands of crosses were out there because white farmers are being unalived out there. Do you not even care? I thought you of all people should be a little bit more sensitive about race-based crimes, but I guess you're so far removed from that because America is post-racism that you don't understand what it's like to have people judge you because of the color of your skin. You should be ashamed of yourself, Yamiche.
Yes, he should be ashamed of himself, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, that is the wonderful Landra Vasquez. She does a brilliant take of our what you call our fantastic impersonation of our Kellyanne Conway. KKK. I've forgotten her name now. You know who I mean. Yes. As I was just trying to do some bit of running repairs here. It's like I had it all set up. You could say my show set up. Then Sir Larry farted in my direction and gave me that excellent little intro. So then I thought, oh, I can fix that up. A beauty. And what happened? It all went to pot. But that's how it goes sometimes. Never mind. Just run with that. And there we... Still not quite... Still not fantastic. But it's not... Don't worry about it. We can all do some running repairs later on. Right. There we go. So yes, that was our KKK Kellyanne Levitt. That's her name, yes. I knew her. Good afternoon, Steve. Good afternoon, Stephen Benning, yes. I noticed Mexican actor Danny Trejo was in the opening video. Apparently, he considered standing for governor of California as a Democrat, but he did not want to stand against Kamala. Is that true? Oh, but good evening. Also, power to the people. Our fantastic Graham Price. If you're not subscribed to Graham Price's channel, please do. And he does some fantastic work. And especially I enjoyed his his video about the likes of Tommy 10 Names. Oh, don't you worry. Got a little something on him about him as well tonight. I hope you'll find that hilariously funny. But anyway, and good evening, Granny Waddlebottom. Yes. Good evening, all you lovely people. Has my beloved Graham from Power to the People been on? He is in with, he's in there, so yes, so you are in luck. So you've got double the fun. You've got me trying to entertain you, and you can hear the wise words from the sage that is Graham Price. Good evening, Tories. Don't get toes tasered. Yes, and exactly. Yes, everybody, happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to you. Yes, did Tommy get a gay arrest? Oh, well, judging from what I've been reading, from reliable news sources, he's got a new job. He could be entering into the world of showbiz. So, watch this space. Good evening, yummy ref. To hold down my caravan sitting by the sea in the sun in Aberystwyth. Lovely. Very, very nice. Very nice. Is it, you say, are you at a caravan site? Good evening, Gordon Hunter. Hope you're well, my dear friend. If you are, I once spent a week, I think you were up the East Coast at a caravan site with a friend of mine. And all I will say is, when it comes to them caravan sites, you take your life in your own hand if you sit on one of the regular bingo goers' seat. You really do take your life in your own hand. They let you know, that's my seat, get out of my seat. That's where I normally sit to play my bingo. You think, all right, it's just a seat, but I'll just stand at the bar then. Good evening, Saz. Hope you're well, my friend. Yes, it should tell that bottom to behave herself and keep her dancing dentures in her mouth. Yes. You're quite right. This is a respectable show, isn't it, Leipzig? But anyway. As we will head, because a certain orange one, he did have his weekly check-in. Well, we've got hot off the press news that exactly, Tories don't get tasered. The bingo mafia, oof, they don't waste any time. Because yes, been coming down to the site since I was 6 weeks old. Now I'm 45 now. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Is it same? It's probably a silly question. Forgive me for the same caravan, or is it a different one now? More respectable and reliable than GB. Yes, KGBBs. Yes. Hoping to exercise my chuckle muscles. Yes, well, so am I, and I hope you enjoy this, because it seems to me that a certain orange one had his weekly checkup, and now we will head off to hear about this from the orange one's medical site. Yes, it's the wonderful Maggie Reid.
Hey, Donald, buddy, it's time for your weekly check-in. How you doing? Are you giving me the silent treatment? Donald? Can you talk to me?
Why?
Because I'm trying to help you.
And I don't care.
Can we talk about this?
Can we talk about this?
I don't appreciate you repeating me.
Whatever.
You're acting like a child.
Pretty much.
Well, you've been acting a lot like this. I saw your press conference with the president of South Africa. He had to gentle parent you through an entire tantrum on live TV.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Well, how do you think the president of South Africa felt? You were obnoxious and lying as usual. But you know what? That's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Your constant and relentless lying. It's getting really bad.
I understand that.
How often do you think you lie?
I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes?
A lot.
If you had to put a number on it, what do you think that would be?
In fact, so big that nobody can calculate it.
Okay, well, that's the truth. That's a start.
That's not very much.
Okay, well, just this week, you lied about your one big beautiful bill, your relentless corruption, and your disregard for the Constitution. How can you be so deceitful?
It's very complicated.
And yet you keep doing it. Is that because deep down you know that without lying you would have nothing and be nothing?
That's okay.
You think it's okay to lie about your entire existence. Well, I think that's pretty sad and you should stop lying.
I just can't do it anymore. You're right.
Oh, really?
It's done.
I feel like you're lying about not lying anymore.
I started making changes.
Are you talking about the last 10 seconds of our conversation? Donald, you're a habitual liar. It's going to be a lot harder to stop than you think.
I don't think it will be.
See, again, you're lying about not lying anymore.
Fine.
So be honest, you're going to keep lying.
A little bit more because there's so many more.
Surprise, surprise. By the way, how's whistling practice going?
Great.
Well, that's another lie, isn't it? I'll see you next week, buddy.
Yes. Yes. Being lying at his weekly check-in, disgraceful behaviour from our orange one. And good. Yeah, so yes. Yes, I just thought I saw somebody else who just joined. So, but clearly not, but don't worry about it. And if they did, welcome to the show. But yes, that was the irreplaceable and the Trump will fail, ha ha. Is that TikTok? Well, I'm not could possibly have done. And good evening, Tommy Lee Cadden. I do apologise. Oh, you just missed a great. Don't worry, we only missed a great taco song that was done with a bit of AI, which was quite humorous and funny, and Landra Vasquez doing an excellent impersonation of KKK of Catherine Levin. And now you've just witnessed the irreplaceable Maggie Reed taking the piss out of our Mango Mussolini's weekly check-in with the medical, where he basically spends most of his time lying. I would love to know. I would love to know how much lies are on his his weekly checkup. Good evening, Paul McSween. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. But yes, how much do you weigh? £215. Are you sure, Mr. President? You're kind of packing on it, right? Looking rather upholstered in the gut section. Are you sure? Only 6'3"? I'm nearly 6 foot, Mr. President, and you're not taller than me. Come on, let's move away from fantasy and let's go to facts. Yes, can you imagine the amount of lies he'll have had on that medical sheet? Yes, exactly, Oregano. It might be a bloody nightmare for Maggie every week checking up on Trump. Good evening, Richard Grumpy. Get up very, very well. Yes, I can well imagine. It must be a nightmare for the medical staff, trying to say, that's brilliant. Wow, nearly 40 watching and 38. I'm happy. I'm pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Thank you very much. if he's I'm 21 at 5'8" and I don't look anywhere close to exactly Trumplefield. Yes, can you imagine the nightmare that they have to go? Imagine if they had to do a interview, you know, where they had to try and lie with a straight face. Jesus Christ, you'd have to be an absolutely amazing liar, wouldn't you? Without a doubt, you'd have to be an absolute fantastic, amazing liar. Anyway. But that is the irreplaceable Maggie Reed. She does, it's the wonderful, the fantastic Rachel from accounting. Tease up Larry the cat. It's so naughty. I saw 3 adverts from him for your Friday frolic day, for your frolic day. Yes, he does some fantastic stuff. I'm dead jealous. I'd love to know how he does it, but but yes, he's done some brilliant little stuff. As I say, I was going to basically do you could say he's done me some brilliant Sterling intros, and I was going to use them, but then he showed me that little clip of the taco song, and I thought, that's my intro for this week, so I just had to use it. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, apparently some of my message ain't getting through. I was going, how do I get a shameless plug? Have you got a channel, Trumplefield? Haha. Well, if you have, please go and subscribe to Trumplefield. Haha. If you've got a channel, please do. Have you got a child? Have you got a channel, Trumplefield? If you do, let us know, and I'll make sure that you get a plug, my dear friend. But anyway, one of the things I always enjoy is on a Thursday, I always enjoy you do have a channel. Hello, wake up and smell the rosemaries. I hope you're well, my dear friend, and nice of you to join us. Hope you're well. Now, one of the things I always enjoy is whenever I get the chance. Are you also on TikTok as well? Brilliant. I've often thought should I try TikTok, but I think I'm nearly 55 now. I think it's probably a younger person's sport. Good evening, Jeannie Bottle. Hope you're well. Am I the only one without a channel? You could possibly be, my dear friend. Hope you're well anyway, my dear friend, and nice of you to join us. Hope you're very well, and hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Before I forget, but one of the things I always do enjoy, and it's one of my guilty pleasures, and I absolutely love it, is what they call is Have I Got News for You? It's absolutely brilliant, and I managed to dig up this, and I managed to dig out this absolute fantastic little gem where we have a good giggle at the expense.
What did Boris Johnson think of the trade deal?
He said it was an appalling surrender, and he said that Sir Keir was acting like an orange ball-chewing, manacled gimp. I mean, we say to young journalists, write about what you know.
Did you say bald chewing?
Let me just get this sorted. There we go. I'll start again on that one.
What did Boris Johnson think of the trade deal?
He said it was an appalling surrender, and he said that Sir Keir was acting like an orange ball-chewing, manacled gimp. I mean, we say to young journalists, write about what you know.
Did you say bald chewing?
Orange ball. Chewing.
Oh, it's ball. Okay.
Oh. So he's not orange. The ball's orange.
The ball is orange.
What's the ball?
It's in the mouth of the gimp. I had to look a lot of this up. And this is in a family newspaper, and it's much quoted, and Boris seems to think this is Fine, this is what most people are thinking.
Well, it is now.
What did Boris Johnson think
Yes,
of the trade deal?
exactly.
He said...
It's the utter nonsense that they spout. That's where they are now, isn't it? You know, this is... you can tell that they're basically trying to resurrect the Brexit battles, aren't they? And this is a surrender deal, and you can tell he's desperate to get back into politics, into our wobbly Eton misfit that is Spaffer Boris Johnson. Rachel, can you pull a pint? Seeing it's a Friday night. Can I be no Channel 3? Yeah, what app are you using to watch these videos? I basically just find loads of stuff on Twitter and bits and bats on there, and that's where I get all my stuff from, really. And then I just sort of like bookmark them and put them all into a nice little, in a best neated little bookmarks for a show. That's all I do, really. I'm only trained in making tea. I'm hoping the two Davies will give me a job, as I'm going to lose mine soon. Apparently Nigel Farage is trying to revive the term Project Fear for anybody who challenges anything he says. Shocker. Yes, the old favourite, innit? Project Fear. Yes. See, the thing is, he could say in a funny way, he was practicing a bit of Project Fear, didn't he? You know, when he basically said, if Brexit's a disaster, I will leave the country. Well, Brexit's been a disaster, and he's still here. So we were all hoping that he'd just fuck off, but unfortunately he didn't. I thought I had run out of biscuits, but I just found a packet of chocolate hobnobs I had forgotten about. Chocolate hobnobs. Can't beat it good. Are you a bit of a dunker, Steve? Are you one of them where you have to dunk it in your tea before you... Are you like me when it comes to your chocolate, you don't, and it melts in your mouth as well? Yeah, that's one thing for certain. You know, worse luck is not in Clacton, that's for certain. You know, if you want to hide from Nigel Farage, just head off to Clacton, don't you? Spaffer and Musk are looking repopulate the earth between them. Yes. He'll never leave the country. He's not welcome anywhere else. Quite right, Graham. Totally agree. But yeah, that's the new language now, and that's all I've got now to talk about. You know, it's like having a ball cock in your mouth or whatever. You just think, what are you doing? You know, these are the two people who are right about nothing. You know. The what do you call him? Daniel, only a fool is talking about leaving the single market, Haggin, and Boris Spaffer Johnson. And I can't remember what I was hearing about it. It was talking about, you know, that's the difference. You know, they come from privilege where they'll never fail, and any fail is just a slight inconvenience. Where people like us, if we fail, that's it. Down the road, done, dusted, aren't we? Yes. I'll get a brown paper bag like when I get a... Yeah, you guys treat your biscuits and we'll dip our fries, chips in our shakes, especially at Wendy's. Oh, very nice. Good evening, Flummox. Hope you're well. If you've got a ball cock in your mouth, you seriously need a call a plumber. Yeah, exactly. I've just forgotten what they were called then. And ballcock just got into my just came to my mind. That was it. But it's just pathetic, aren't they? And you know that I don't know if anybody watched the when it came to the statement of the UK-EU summit, and up popped Penfold and Mark Francois with all of his full self-importance, waffling on about this surrender deal, this and that and the other, and it just shows you that they are just basically, they are just a spent force. They're not somebody who rise and shakes. Yes, and they just basically stood up and says, I'd forgotten about all that nonsense, and then just everybody just laughed and just left it. And you know, I don't know if anybody watched it till the end, but he actually did a point of order about this, and you just think, sit down, fat boy. You're looking incredibly stupid now. You're basically trying to restart the Brexit battles, and I just think it's just going to fall on deaf ears, because I don't think there's that many people now who still think that Brexit is a fantastic idea. What do you guys think? But yeah, I just thought that was hilariously funny. I just think, and it just sums up the whole nonsense that is Brexit, doesn't it? With that little bit of a excerpt from Have I Got News For You? I always loved Have I Got News For You. Brilliant, aren't they? Right, this is. I've got these couple of little funny clips that made me chuckle. That did made me chuckle. Oops. Did make me chuckle. Because it just sums up the nonsense of when it comes to our, what you call him, Elon Musk. This is hilarious. I don't know if anybody's seen this. I don't know if anybody's ever seen somebody taking a Tesla to fill up with petrol.
Why is there a Tesla here? Bro, there's an electric car.
Bro, do they not understand? Do they not understand? It's electric. They can't put petrol in it.
Look, you've got an electric car, mate.
That's how you can tell it's a rental. Do they not actually understand that it's electric? They don't take petrol.
Mate, what's she honestly doing? Mate, I reckon that you should go. I reckon that you should go out and try help her. Go. Fair play, to be fair. Look, all these cars are waiting, yeah. Look, the car's electric.
That laugh gets me giggling. Good evening, Wales, and Dennis Pennis. Hope you well. Hope you very, very well. His laugh makes me giggle.
Look, it's an electric car. You didn't put petrol in it. You charge it. It's electric.
Sitting there telling her it's on the other side. And then she's going, oh yeah, like...
It's an electric car.
Yes. His giggle made me laugh. Oh dear. Oh, it's number. Oh, Jesus Christ, 2, 3, 4. Sheesh. Hope you're well, my dear. friend. Hope you're very, very well. Yeah. I wonder if Spaffer bought up all that baby oil for Diddy that slashed. 10 litres of electricity, please. Yes. She might be dumb, but she's got an amazing... Oh, good evening, Jesus H. Hope you're well. Yes. All the high-class people come to come to the Friday frolic. Oh, yes. I was taught from a young age, if you see a twinkle of naivety in someone's eye, run with it. Yes. I have to say, I don't think I'd have a Tesla if we were given one. Well, not now. Not with the way our what you call him, our Elon Musk acts. Good evening, Cathal J. Hope you're very, very well. Hope your wife is very well as well too. Gee, as a man of culture, I'm an ass man myself, but nothing wrong with a hand. Dear. Oh dear. That naughty Larry made Francois into a pie-eating penfold in his video. Yes, he certainly did, didn't he? I was looking at her eyes. Yes. And I believe you, Tommy. I do, I believe you. You look like the sort of fella who would look at her eyes. But anyway, speaking of what you call does anybody know what the secret to a long and happy marriage is? What is a secret to a long and happy marriage? We're all absolute spot on, Cathal. Thank you for asking. Everybody is absolutely sterling. But yes, is it communication? Is it having the same interests? Is it about give and take? Or is it about the donut?
How all marriages in divorce?
Because they not eating the donuts.
Don't get the divorce, get the donut. Cinnamon twist, cinnamon deer claw, blueberry muffin, croissant, glazed twist, glazed donut, rainbow sprinkle donut.
Baby, I love it when you talk donut.
Hey, get a room.
Get the donut.
I gotta call my wife. I love her so much.
If you married has a hole in it, fill it with a donut.
Don't get divorced, get the donut.
Cinnamon crumb donut, chocolate raised donut, old-fashioned buttermilk donut, chocolate buttercream filling, banana.
It's getting hot in here.
We are open 23/7.
We only close from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Do I have to tell you what's going to happen during that hour?
What do you
Making
think?
donuts.
Get the donut print 1721 West Olive Avenue, Burbank, California 91506. Don't get the divorce, get the donut.
Yes. So that's the secret to a long and happy marriage. Don't get divorced, get a donut. Marriage is good when you donut. Good evening, Rab Haggins. Higgins, should I say, sorry. and Ollie, did you see the cut of the deformed MP for Sonny Runcorn when talking about stopping the boats on TV the other day? thick as mince. Yes. Good evening, Oliver Brown. Hope you're very, very well. Absolutely, God's lasses. Yes. If only relationships were so simple as a donut. Oh, yes. Well, it seems to work for them too, so why not anybody else? Yes. Oh, dear. What in the holy flying fuck is this commercial? Am I having a stroke? Well, it depends on what you call a stroke. It's like stroke can have different connotations, I suppose. Merton. That middle-aged Asian couple has shown us all the way of a donut. Absolutely, Tommy Lee. Yes. A week's a long time in a marriage, yes. Bottoms up. Good evening, Hugh Janus. Hope you will never getting married. Oh, well, sister, this is definitely the channel that I turn to for my education on Scotland's Scotland's autonomy. And the Scottish, the two Davis is our dear friend David McGuinness in the chat. Has he graced us with his? Yes, he certainly has. Good evening, my dear friend, and yes. Well done. Thanks for that, Alistair. Yes, please subscribe to David McGuinness' channel if you want to know anything and everything about Scottish independence. They are the people. Those are the people you go to. Oh, fuck, I'm talking to the prince. Have a stroke is a good. I would not like to say, but yes, but yes. Because, like, yeah, we do go a bit back to front, you know, because, like, over in America, what call a fanny pack, we call a bum bag. So, did he get down on one knee with a ring donut to propose? If he did, I wonder what flavour it was. But, yeah, good evening, Abigail. Hope you're very, very well. I had to show that because it just made me chuckle. Especially when she said, "Oh, it's getting hot in here." They know how to sell a donut, don't they? Right. Do something like that. Now we all remember last week there was carnage in the city of London. No worries, Jim Staben. You do what you need to do. Get the important stuff. But there was what you call. You could say there was a mass protest in London. Well, I suppose you could call a mass protest in London, where, let me get myself all up. Where in London there was a National Strike Day where all the Fruit Loops congregated for whatever reason. Yes, and look at state of this donut. Yes, this man takes himself seriously. Yes, it was the UKIPers. Yes. You've got to have a laugh at these people.
Do nothing! That's it!
Look at that.
Pressure works,
Look at these clowns!
Onward, Christian soldiers!
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching us to war with the cross of Jesus.
Do nothing!
Oh, look at stare that clown done up like a kipper. He looks a right prize prune. And so they're all singing, I'll see you all. Yeah. Is that Scott Steiner wearing the flag? When it comes to rugby. Yeah. Yes, King George. King George is here, yes. Bro is a knight at the round table. Oh, you all I will say is Trump failed out. Oh, you're in for a treat here. You think you've got some yeehaws from the Dingaling States. Oh, you've seen nothing yet. Did you see the Donkey Dave this morning? He did a video of oh, yes. I watched a bit of it. I think I've got a little bit of a clip somewhere. I might just play it before we go. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, these Muppets. Liebchen, they are the UKIP nutters. Did someone start singing Come On All Ye Yes. Donkey Day's video this morning was out. Yeah. Good evening, Matt Parker. I hope you're well. Yes. Well, he's a legend, isn't he, our Donkey Dave? He does. He's brilliant. Absolutely top class. But yes, let's just say that, yes, they congregated London, doing it the big I am, thinking that yes, that they are the big cheese, and yes, and look at this complete melon head. Yes. What's his name now? Nick 10, whatever his name is. Nick whatever. Yes. He got them all. Yes. You could tell he's a man of many words. He knows how to get it. He certainly knows how to get a crowd going, get the revolution going. Watch this man go. Yes, he's proper Prime Minister material. Look at them, they're all congregated. The streets are massed with hundreds of UKIPers.
Do you want your country back? Yeah! Do you want Starmer out? Yeah!
Look at can you hear the feeling? It's so full of feeling there. Yes, he's really getting me stirred and going.
Pressure works. I promise you, pressure works. There are people that will dog whistle to civil war. It is not only illegal, it is immoral, and it
clearly he's talking about UKIP here.
Goes against our values. It is part of the demoralisation. I promise you, patriots, on everything that's holy, if you want your country back, it has to be taken back at the ballot box.
Yeah, he honestly thinks that he's a man of many words. He certainly is, yes. 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 He thinks that UKIP are going to storm the ballot box.
In 4 years' time, we will show the traitors in that building and that building what Christian courage looks like. Well done for being here today, guys. Everyone's here. You want more?
Do you want more? Good evening, Stephen C. Yes, exactly. We want our country back from the fucking gammons. Totally agree. Yes, do you want more? Do you want more? Wait with this great orator that is.
Everyone's giving up their time. Everyone's funding their travel.
This was on a Saturday.
This is brilliant. It's good. Pressure, ladies and gentlemen, works. And somewhere along the line, we forgot that. We forgot about our duty. It's not about going to the extreme. It's not about thinking there'll be a breaking point, a tipping point. Sorry, how many more breaking points do we need? How many more terror attacks? Guys, We've got the energy, we've got the hatred, we've got the anger, we've got the motivation, we've got everything we need. Now it is time to invest it in a political party. You must choose which horse you're going to back, and you give it your absolute everything.
Christ is Lord. Nick, could you address these beautiful...
Have you heard this crowd? Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? You remember in the Life of Brian where that guy's going to get stoned to death for saying that piece of halibut was good enough for Jehovah? They kind of remind me of them women all with beards ready to stone him. Oh, we love you, Nick. We love you.
Chagos people, their hearts are broken.
Yes, their hearts are broken. Them poor Chagos people.
Starmer's he's taking away their British citizenship.
These individuals came here and assimilated.
They love
and now
it.
the government
They love
is
it.
telling them that they're going to sell off their land to a country that doesn't even want it, who will persecute them for going back.
Absolutely, Wales, yes. Haggling over beards. Spot on. Yes, I couldn't have said it better than me. Yes, they're all haggling over a beard.
Guys, it's insanity on steroids. I can't say it enough. If you want your country back, you're going to have to take it back. And that means backing a political war machine and giving it your absolute all. I'm not wrong. God bless you all. We want our country back.
Come on, everybody join in. Oops. Oh, bollocks. Come on, let's get back to that.
On steroids. I can't say it enough. If you want your country back, you're going to have to take it back. And that means backing a political war machine.
Everybody join in.
And giving it your absolute all. I'm not wrong. God bless you all.
Come on, join in. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want you. We love you, Nick. We want your country back. Our country back. Our country back.
I haven't seen you for a while.
I've seen it. I love you, Nick. Can I have your babies, Nick? I love you. Can I grab your bald head? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is where we were on at the weekend with the UKIPers, or a sensible party. I cannot understand why Nigel Farage fucked off. I've no idea. Starts playing Willie Nelson, don't realise they don't like country so much. How much actually turned up? Well, I'm perfectly fine, my lovely daughter. Don't you worry about that. They're doing that one because none of them know past the 2 lines of Onward, Christian Soldier, yeah. Yes, onward, Christian soldier. Yes, that's what it basically was. Would you like to hear one of their followers? Oh, this is priceless. You're gonna love this. Yes, this absolute political genius. He will tell you, explain to you. Straight away, you look at him and you think, there'll be at least 5 GCSEs in there, and they're all mine. You know, he will have you converted as a UKIPper within 20 seconds. He's a political genius.
Party at the moment that he's actually offering any change.
I reckon reform.
What is it they're offering you that makes you sort of lean towards them?
Just trying to get our country back, ain't he? Trying to fight for our country. I don't. But if it's me, I'd be voting for UKIP. with me because I think UKIP have got the better words to say, if you know what I mean.
And what do you think it'll take to get our country back? What does that look like in practice?
We have to keep on fighting for our country, keep on doing these, and eventually it'll hurt because the taller they come, I mean, the louder we'll shout.
Party at the moment that is actually offering any change.
He's got an upside down head. No hate like Christians love it. Exactly, Stephen Bin. Yeah. Nose that resembles a bell end and missing his front teeth. Classic Brexiteer. Yes. Best of British. Absolutely, Jesus H. Christ. Yes, absolutely. UKIP are on the march, as you can tell. They're going to storm the election. Watch out, Nigel. Yes. Yes. We want our country back. Search the globe for it. Grappling hooks. Oh dear, I didn't hear one word he said. Don't worry about it. It was just, it was, we want our country back. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Yeah, exactly. Such a lovely beard. Yes, exactly. Oh dear, he's got one brain cell. Yes, and it's called Error 404. Slinging into incoherence. Yeah, hasn't got a clue what he was saying. Yes. All he's got is a 3 or 4, 5 word slogan. We want our country back. Absolutely mental. Broke nose, broke teeth, broke brain. Yes, I want my tax money back. Absolutely. Is this your guys' version of our redneck hillbillies? You probably, yeah. I would go along with that. Trump failed out. Yeah, I would go along. They are, as Nick Abbott would call them, the yeehaws from the Dingaling states. Yes. Yes. Just spare a thought for wherever this guy came from. On that day, they were missing their village idiot. He wants our country back, but where's it been? Smooth brainy, yes. Yeah, probably will be a Brexiteer flat earther. I'm not supporting that. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Good God. Anyone remember Hot Fuzz in that farm? Can't be. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes. Is it ever a bomb in his shed or something? And one at Coppers, he talks that language. He's excuse me, talking like that, and everyone's looking at him. What the hell they're saying? Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, he does remember that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, exactly, Eugenius. The education cuts were really severe in their area. Is that the first time he's left the village? Probably is. Yeah, exactly, Alistair. Banter has been absolutely brilliant tonight. Keep it going, absolutely. But now, the first time I heard about this, I think it was on a Saturday night, because some guy were talking to Nick Abbott on his show, and he mentioned, "Oh, it took me bloody ages to get out of London." And on most days, I can imagine it's yeah, exactly. Troublefield. It needs one less guy, and he could yell, "Hey, you guys!" Yeah, that's all I've got. But I will listen to Nick Abbott, and he said, I said, "What's been happening in London?" He said, and I think Nick Abbott says, I think he said there was some sort of march or something or whatever. rejected as an extra from Brassic. Yes. He's got an IQ written all over his face. Yeah, exactly. Good evening, Ad Archive. Heidi hi, Heidi ho all. Yeah, Heidi hi and Heidi ho to you too, my dear friend. Yes, that was the UKIPper's day out. Yes, you can definitely tell they are the next big thing now. They'll be overtaking Reform any minute now. But let's have a. Oh yes. But let's just head. When he was born, the nurse spanked the wrong end with the plank. Dear. Oh, he's getting some pelters today. Actually, with a face like that, he's probably used to it. But yes, let's just before we head for a little bit of a good giggle in a minute. We've got to head back to the wonderful, the fantastic, for a bit of seriousness with the press secretary. Not that press secretary, but this press secretary again, where she just lands it beautifully.
Trump, who just got done doing 1 jumping jacks for every fallen soldier in honor of Memorial Day. A lot of people don't know this actually, but the J in Donald J. Trump stands for jumping jacks. He does them so effortlessly. It's really wonderful to see. And he was also dictating speeches while he was doing it because he has such great breath control and such great cardiovascular health, unlike the previous administration, who is just, well, I'm not going to put that. I hope he gets well soon. Anyway, President Trump was overwhelmed with gratitude for the troops of the United States of America because no one loves the troops more than President Donald J. Trump. However, it was cloudy because of all the disgust that President Donald J. Trump felt for the scum radical left and all of the people that are trying to fight against us to make America great again. We are just trying to do the best for the American people, and people that are still clinging on to the spells woven by the previous administration. Caitlin, write this down. This is about to be really good. You're about to hear some truth. Like you've never... Yes,
Caitlin, write it down.
Heard it before, guys. I've been given the clearance to finally release the records of what Joe Biden was doing and why some of these holiday parties are so filled with diversity, okay? It's because, have you heard of the Cupid Shuffle? Yeah, that was a woke left agenda spell, okay? To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Oh, that feels good to me. And then they go to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, and then they stay there. And then they go, now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. And you're like, wait a minute, what's happening? And then you're walking by yourself, and that's where it ends, guys. You're walking by yourself when you stay on the left, unless, of course, where you consider yourself having good company, being the criminals that Joe Biden allows to come into the country, like Albrego Luis Miguel, And also, I'm not racist, okay? If I were racist, would I know the Cupid Shuffle so well? They sure don't play those at our parties. Okay?
Exactly. If KKK Caroline Levitt is racist, how on earth did she know the Cuban Shuffle? Exactly. Totally proven that our KKK Caroline Levitt isn't racist. Yes. But yes, somebody, yeah. Yes, Richard Gumpigate. What's the cross this week? I'm not sure. Shall we get a closer look, because I can't quite tell from here. Not really. We can get a closer look. Still not 100% sure. Still not. I thought that J in Donald J. Trump stood for Jesus. Cuban shuffle, yeah. Who's J? A classic example of understanding you're the victim. Yes. So I'm still none the wiser what that actually was as a cross, but whatever it is, it's well done. But she really milks the whole cross thing, yeah? Yeah. Wrong one again. Professional to the end. Well, the thing is, good evening, number 3. I hope you're well, and please subscribe to number 3's channel. Does some brilliant stuff. See, the thing is, she's supposed to be this wonderful press secretary, full of religion and full of righteousness, but and doing the Christ work. But turns out our KKK Caroline Levitt had a child out of wedlock. She'll be sent to hell, because the reason why she the real one does press whatever they call them while she's wearing a cross. So she just used it to take the piss. So yes, she proper goes for it big style. It's for jackass. But that would be disrespectful to the series Jackass. I remember that. I do remember that. There were some good bits in there, and there were certain stuff that I'm thinking, what are you actually doing? I still remember the time when Steve-O stapled his butt cheeks together. You think, what are you doing, you idiot? Totally mad and mental. But anyway. Just out of interest, my dear friends, do you have one of them special friends these people who you would say your friends, but you're forever fighting. Well, all I say is, yes, there's this certain individual and his dog. You've got to wait till the end. This is, as soon as I saw this, I just thought of my daughter, because she loves a good fart joke, and this is a brilliant fart prank. Absolutely brilliant. Take it away. Just wait till the end.
Huh?
打一下拿个鸡腿啊！哎，我拿一个。
Just wait till the end.
下去啊！哎，小子，
This is it.
好。
Oh dear. You know the old saying, don't they? Little things please little minds. That just made me chuckle. Yes, I wanted that. I just heard my daughter just giggle in the next room, as it's just, so I know what part she'll have been giggling at. Yes. Totally true. It's like sibling rivalry. But yes, you see the Charlie Kirk getting throttled by the Brits. Classic. He didn't know what to do. Hold that fort. Hold that fort. That comes later on. But good evening, the magnificent former Tory MP for Lichfield. Our Michael Fabulous Hair is in the audience. Good evening. We are graced with your presence. Good evening to you, Sir Daily Blasé. I was always told it's not nice to take the rise out of special people, and was very special. But how is the TV career going, my dear friend? Is there still talk of doing the Big Brother? I think you'll be an absolute winner chicken dinner on that. But of course you will do, because everybody will be mesmerised and will want to continue to see your wonderful, magnificent plumage on your head. I think my dog would have a heart attack if I did that. Yes. That's against God's law, yes. Yes, it was like sibling rivalry. I thought Dirty Sanchez was even better. Just a bunch of insane Welsh bloke. I remember watching a little bit of that years and years ago. Did they once eat a nettle pizza or something? That springs to mind. You're just thinking, what are you doing? Or was it a pubic hair pizza or something? I knew it was one or the other. Or were they eating nettles and then they ate a pubic hair pizza? Mad as a box of frogs. Yes. Yes, our Michael Fabricant. Our Michael Fabulous Hair. My friend has a boxer dog. It's a southpaw. Ba-bum. I'm such a fan of an Irish jig. I'd love to be able. I'd love to be able to do the jig as well. But with my present condition, I would probably fall over and embarrass myself, which is no new. I just got a coffee and came back to you talking about Wales and Dirty Sanchez. They're good boys. Yes, I do remember watching the odd one or two of it was kind of the height of all that stuff, wasn't it? So right now we're going to head off to the news, other news stories. Yes, a certain individual was released from prison. Early last week, kind of looking slightly worse for wears. Yes, it was our Tommy 10 names, Tommy Robinson. He was released from prison, looking rather dishevelled and but still had that little happiness in his eyes. He was able to smell the fresh air of freedom. Yes. Yes, our Tommy 10 names with his overgrown matting hair and his rather long beard. Yes, Tommy 10 names. Yes. Yes, Castaway was released. Teen Wolf Tommy. See, Stephen looks 11. 10 names there. And some people say released from prison and walking funny. Yes, Tommy Islam. Yes. Yes, and let's just say that, as you can tell, he was clearly not, you could say, keeping himself groomed, you could say, but yeah, I don't know. Tommy, yes. And it didn't take him long to carry on screen. Yes, but yes, since the battle of the yes, he did his interview outside the prison, and if he was American, he would have been pardoned. Yeah, it probably will have been. And let's just say, it didn't take him long to get an interview. And he received an interview from the GBB's man. Yes, Andrew Pierce. Yes, as you can see there, he's been interviewed. He's looking very happy being interviewed by the Tory boy himself, Andrew Pierce. Oh, my turn. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. As soon as I saw the pictures of his mum to get some sausages and black pudding. Yes, exactly. Yes, so he's Tommy of the 10 names, yes. Matron. But yes, he was got a new interest, and all I can say is dollars let themselves go a little bit. Remember that 80s band? Yes. Matron. But yes, he managed to get an interview to talk about his trials and tribulations with Tory boy Andrew Pierce. And then as luck would have it, he managed to get one or two more interviews. But then, as good evening, Joe, another one of my fantastic moderators. Give him a massive thumbs up. Another one who does fantastic sterling work for my channel. Thank you very much. Oh my God, dollar, yes. but yes, that. But yes, and then, like as I said, after he'd had his interview, he'd managed to get his interview. He then managed to get a job interview. He's managed to get a job. He's going into stardom. All I would say is our fantastic Mr. Fabulous Hair, dodgy syrup himself, Michael Fabulous Hair. Better watch yourself. You might have a what you call what's the word I'm after? Somebody who might be after your work, you could say. Yes, he's going to be joining the Wet Bandits in Home Alone reboot. Yes, our Tommy 10 names. Yes, that's his new job. He's got a new job where he'll be joining the Wet Bandits. I think he will fit in really well there. Yes. Newly released Tommy 10 Names has agreed to join the reboot of Home Alone after being cast as a wet bandit alongside Joe Pesci. The EDL co-founder, whose real name is Stephen Yax Lennon, was released early from his 18-month jail sentence and will now join up with Joe Pesci in trying to burgle Macaulay Culkin's house. He's perfect for the role, said producer Simon Williams. As soon as I saw that beard, I knew we'd found our third wet bandit. He was hesitant to break into the house at first, but then we just told him it belonged to a Muslim grooming gang and he was straight in there like they're breaking all the windows. Now there's a bit of an issue getting him of getting him over to Hollywood. Apparently he tried to use a fake passport at Heathrow, which set the production back 10 months while he did time it at Her Majesty's Pleasure Woodhill. I guess when you have thousands of different names, it can be quite difficult to keep up with them all. His eyes lit up when we told him his character was called Marv Merchants. He made a note of it in his little name diary and said he'd keep that one for a rainy day. Boy, I can't wait for Macaulay Culkin to hit him in the face with an iron. And neither can I, and I suppose neither can you guys, can you? Double-sided tape on that Barney TV. He's auditing for Star Trek as a Klingon. He most certainly is, yes. So that's he's got a new job as as one of the wet bandits. So he's turning over a new leaf, you could say. He's fully integrated into society and has now become a member of the general public. Next, we might actually see him on Blankety Blank as one of the guests. But anyway, right. Well, let's just say this is absolutely ridiculous, is this bit. Now, get the Captain Kirk bog roll and the case that wipe out 99% of all Klingons. Absolutely. Totally agree. But right. Farage has another Reform MP. Yes, that's if they'll allow him in. But let's just say that yes, I think that'll do. Nicely do. Let's just say that let's head off to our hilarious, ridiculous new Cape Crusader. Yes, no, I'm not talking about Batman or Superman. No, we're talking about the new modern day Cape Crusader. Yes, we're talking about. Whoops, just press the wrong button. Yes, we're talking about. Yes, our honest Bob. Now, do you remember when he did this ridiculous stupidity?
Excuse me, do you think it's alright not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back to the barrier and pay? Do you want to go back and pay like everybody else? Do you think it's alright not to pay? Why don't you go back and pay? You can say off as much as you want.
I'd have told him to fuck off as well.
You're carrying a knife, you say? Nearly 1 in 25 people using London's public transport aren't paying for it. So there's 8 officers down there, but 1 minute away, that gate's wide open. It's also just annoying watching so many people break the law and get away with it. Or at least most of them. Right, should we go over here to these guys here? Excuse me, gents. Hello. You're on camera.
Do you know what I'd have done? I'd have just told him where to go, and then I'd just pissed on his leg and told him to fuck off. Who the fuck are you? You absolute disgusting, vile little Nazi. Why don't you go fuck off?
Mate, you banged to rights. Just step to the side. Alright, thanks very much, guys. It's the same with bike theft, phone theft, tool theft, shoplifting, drugs in town centres, weird Turkish barber shops. It's all chipping.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off. I don't want to. Yeah, weird Turkish barbers. What's all? That's a proper dog whistle, isn't it? Absolute. That is your classic. You've seen the picture of what they call it. The Rupert Murdoch. With the cookies. That's. I'd have just whacked him round back at head with my cane, and then I'd just stuck boot him when he were on the floor, because he's one of them people. He's got one of them faces you just want a slap, wouldn't you? But yes, this is yes, that's what he was doing. He was harassing poor people, for not paying their £3 chart fare. Oh wow, But now most people say, "Oh, this is something that would really get up people's noses and this and that and the other." But there's one slight tiny flaw, isn't there, with this utter nonsense, isn't it? Because our honest Bob, he's not exactly been the pillar of the community himself, has he? He's got no room to talk, has he? If we can. Some strange reason it's not playing. I don't understand why.
Excuse me, do you think
Unless
it's alright not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back through the barrier and pay? Do you want to go back and pay like everybody
We'll
else?
just get
Do you think
through
it's
this.
alright not to pay? Why do you go back and pay?
Maybe it'll just
you
play
can
the...
say off as much as you want. Oh no, but everyone else has to pay. You're carrying a knife? Nearly 1 in 25 people using London's public transport aren't paying for it. So
is that true?
Down there.
Graham,
1 minute
how interesting. This is the same man who broke COVID rules as well, if I remember rightly.
Get away with it. Or at least most of them. Right, should we go over here to these guys here? Excuse me, gents. Hello. You're on camera, mate. You bang to right.
Yeah, I'd have just told him to fuck
All right,
off.
thanks very much, guys. It's the same with bike
Or I'd have just got the phone out and, you know, showed him the picture of what he did as housing minister and go, is this you?
All chipping
is
away
that
at
you?
society. The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you. I don't know why it's not playing, but... see if we can get it to work. Some strange reason it's not working. I don't understand why. Never mind. But yeah. That's a bit of a crying shame. But yeah. Well, if it's not going to... I'd have rather it'd have played that bit, because it goes on about, remember when he did his little bit of dodgy stuff with Little Dick Tice, Little Dick Desmond, that housing with £45 million bung, basically. It's a crying shame, because it's brilliantly done, but I don't understand why it won't work. Never mind. But anyway, this is hilarious, but we'll get to that. Apparently, he broke TfL rules, apparently, because LBC has had it confirmed Robert Jenrick did not have permission to film on transport for London property. Oh dear. Like the piece of shit that he is. See, no, it's not there, but never mind. But you get the gist of what it were about. Basically, that they were highlighting what he were doing as housing minister, you know, where he fast-tracked some building, whatever, and basically swindled shitloads of money out of one of the poorest areas in Britain, wasn't he, if I remember rightly. Apparently, he travelled from London to up north somewhere and claimed for both first-class train tickets and coach for it. What a surprise, yeah. Oh, shit, he didn't get permission to film. One rule for Tories and another for everyone else. Yes, exactly, Wales, yes. That's a two-tier policing for you. But anyway. But what I do have for you, this is absolutely brilliant. This is... see if I can find it for you. Do I have it? Ah, yes, I certainly do.
Why doesn't every home in the UK have brand new solar panels?
I'll just bypass this
The number
nonsense.
one reason is not about the weather.
Morning, people. Welcome back to F Politics.
No,
Do you know
thanks.
the worst kind of snitch?
Yes. I say, shame I couldn't have that other bit for you, but oh dear, I'm gonna have to do this again. Never mind, give me 2 minutes. You gotta watch, because this is just absolutely belter. You know, as you saw this man harassing people on the underground. This is. Give me a quick minute. See if I can sort it out quickly as I can. Ah, yes. Give me a quick minute. what we'll do is we'll leave it like that for the time being. But this is a guy who's harassing poor people, for not paying their £3 fare. Let's have a little bit of a trip down amnesia lane of what this same guy had been doing.
Morning people, welcome back to F Politics. Do you know the worst kind of snitch? It's the snitch that also breaks the law themselves, but tells the authorities about other people who break the law so that they can get ahead. And that, in this case, is Robert Jenrick. He's the former housing minister who is actually most likely to take over from Kemi Badenoch as the leader of the Conservative Party. And this is what he was doing today.
Excuse me, do you think it's alright not to pay? Seriously, why do you go back through the barrier and pay? Do you want to go back and pay like everybody else? Do you think it's alright not to pay? Why don't you go back and pay? You can say off as much as you want. But everyone else has to pay. You're carrying a knife, you say? Nearly 1 in 25 people using London's public transport aren't paying for it.
Yeah.
So there's 8 officers down there, but 1 minute away, that gate's wide open. It's also just
little
annoying
weasel.
Watching so many people
harassing
break the law
people
and get away with it. Excuse me, gents.
Hello.
You're on camera, mate. You're bang to rights.
Just step to the side and...
All right, thanks very much, guys. It's the same with bike theft, phone theft, tool theft,
just an absolute little tosser.
Drugs in town centres, weird
exactly,
Turkish barber shops.
Try paying your taxes,
chipping away at
Jenrick.
society. The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
The Americans would call that hall monitor final boss. We would call that a stuffed up prefect who's angling for a head boy who's more insecure than a Fox River prison.
Absolutely.
But he's worse than a snitch. He's a weasel, because you would think that somebody who is appearing to be that insistent on everybody following the law would follow the law themselves. But this is Robert Jenrick, somebody who has admitted to effectively being a corrupt politician. In 2020, it was revealed that Robert Jenrick, as housing minister, went to a Tory fundraising dinner and sat next to one of their billionaire donors, Richard Desmond, the owner of the Daily Express. During the dinner, Richard Desmond lobbied Robert Jenrick, pushing him to rush ahead the approval of Richard Desmond's housing project so that he wouldn't have to pay the levy to the council. We're talking about £45 million that would have gone to Tower Hamlets Council, the poorest borough in London. After the dinner, Robert Jenrick and the donor continued to text each other, with the donor telling Desmond, "We need to make sure we don't give the Marxists lots of dough for nothing." Robert Jenrick got the project approved, and then just 2 weeks later, Desmond paid the Conservative Party £12,000. That political corruption is as clear as day, and it involves taking £45 million...
Yes. £12,000. Talk about the quite cheap out of the bribatory. £12,000, and look at all that money he saved. But wait till the end. This is just priceless. Shows you what a rank, hypocritical little shit he is.
£1 from some of the poorest people in the country and giving it to a billionaire. Now, after trying to help a billionaire avoid paying millions of pounds unlawfully, this effectively criminal reverse Robin Hood is now today badgering working class people for not paying their £3 train tickets during a cost of living crisis.
The state needs to reassert itself and go after lawbreakers.
And do you know what makes it especially fun for me to watch? It's because what he's doing to those working class people in London, I've done to him, and he didn't like it very much.
Good morning, sir. Do you think we need more accountability in terms of how money is spent in government?
Femi, I don't want to talk to you if that's okay. But thanks very much.
I mean, a few years ago, you unlawfully tried to help a Tory donor get away with...
That's not true. As you know, Femi, that's not true.
£45 million.
You said a number of things about me which are wrong.
£45 million.
So I think it's probably better if you
£45 million.
None of that's correct, Femi. I don't want to have any more dealings with you, to be perfectly honest.
You admitted that your actions were unlawful, did you not? You admitted your actions were unlawful? Is that correct?
Femi, I've said all I need to say to you. Thanks.
Did you?
If you could leave me alone, thanks.
I mean, we're talking about public money. Defrauding the country of £45 million feels like a pretty serious thing to do.
I think we're all fed up with your lies. So if you could
really?
Like I said, this is the worst kind of snitch. I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics so politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.
Flying from Leeds Bradford Airport of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. If distance.
Brilliant. Absolutely. Yeah, it's all right for him to harass the general public, but not all right for but it's not all right for somebody like Femi to, ask him difficult questions. Good evening, cousin. I hope you're well, my dear friend. He was a bit handy, that pinch. He certainly was, my friend. Yes. Yes. The world needs more people like Femi. Absolutely. He used to get some right slaver from some right unsavoury characters. And I remember when he went to the reform, and they basically just threw him out because them bastions of freedom of speech, absolutely ridiculous. Stam will use it. This is a political debate, but does he have the power to enforce prosecution of Jenrick for the law break, or is it Chicken Starmer again? Do you know? I think what they'll probably say if he does go after Jenrick for doing that, they'll say conclusive proof, 2-tier Kia, and stuff like that. They'll find a way to use it against him. But yeah. And I was listening to James O'Brien this morning, and they were talking about it for the first hour, and the last two callers, I think they just nailed it. Because for me, I just found, I was listening to one guy, he actually said, yeah, he's tapped into something about this. Yeah, and he basically says, chances are Robert Jenrick is probably a decent stand-up-ish guy. And you just think, what? The man who wanted to paint over children murals, a refugee centre for unaccompanied children because it might make it look too welcoming. A decent stand-up-ish type of guy. You just think, what? Are you on drugs or something? But somebody said something that I thought. I think the thing is, the reason why he's getting rather annoyed is because he's got more in common with them people who are dodging their fare than he'd like to admit. And I think what's rankling him is the fact that they're getting away with it and he didn't, and he's not. And I think there is a little something in that. But yeah, the little shit. It's just that I find it odd that people seem to want to ignore the amount of money that was changed hand over that deal, and he's getting all high and mighty over a fucking £3 fare. You can. Yes, this was the reason why Farage got shut up in the EU Parliament, because he did not follow the rules, nor did he answer the questions. People looked at him like he was mentally disabled. Unfortunately, Yahweh over here, a few of them seem to want to treat him as a future president, a prime minister, should I say? I mean, but yes. But anyway, thank you, Wales. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Femi. Yeah, stick it to them. And it's the case of, when the shoe's on the other foot, they don't like it, do they? It's all right for him to go around harassing us plebs, as they like to call us, don't they? That's what they think of us. They think of us as just plebs, That's all we're there for, to be basically just harassed and treated like we're just shit. When, let's be honest, we're not really. But anyway, that's our honest Bob, and I just thought it was just beautiful what he did to what Femi did to him. Loved it. Deserved every bit of it. I'll do a bit of running repairs. I'm going to get this sorted out for next week. Don't you worry about that. But it's just a bit... No worries. Right. Let's get ourselves all organised. Right. It's like, this is... I suppose you could say this little bit of brilliance sums up our honest Bob to a T. this, if my shit probably summed up every Tory MP going. It's like, let's be honest, this kid will definitely be a politician, and chances are probably be a Tory politician. And I suppose if I wanted to add this to the last segment, you could say this was Aaron's Bob when he was a child. They knew straight away he was going to be a politician.
Whoa! Hold on. We have to look everybody first. What Daddy has. Oh! Yes. You got one?
You got mine. Nothing. I'll give you one.
Oh, you give me one?
Wait a minute. There you have it.
I will give you taste of that.
There you have it.
Is that it? You can eat?
Tory MP of the future. Yes, Tory MP of the future. That'd have been our generic when he was a kid, wouldn't it? I looked at a lot of the Tory MPs that have found an honest, decent one yet. I'll keep looking though. Yes, exactly. All I'll say is, great price. I enjoyed your last video about our Tommy 10 names and our Nigel Foghorn of ignorance. Yes, exactly. Good evening, Scott. I hope you well, my friend. As for adoption, yes, Tory MP in the making there, wasn't it? Absolutely. But now this is my little bit of a spot which I found hilariously funny. I've got to get this one in. It's like somebody had a certain spot of a bit of a problem, where that's the trouble with grifters. A certain grifter last week got into a slight problem with his debating skills. Yes. No, not Charlie Kirk, but this grifter. Yes, Jordan Peterson. Yes, it was billed as one Christian versus 20 atheists, and it went like you would expect it to go.
Hello there, I'm Dr. Jordan Peterson.
Sure. So do you believe in the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good notion of God?
What do you mean by believe?
Do you think it to be true?
That's the circular definition. What do you mean when you say you believe?
How is that circular?
Because you added no content to the answer by substituting the word true and believe.
I said you think it to be true.
All right, so that's the circular definition. That's
not
the circular
particularly.
Definition. Why are you asking me that?
Because you're a Christian.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh, what is this? Is this Christians versus atheists?
I don't know.
You don't know where you are right now.
Don't be a smartass.
Well,
and I mean
either you're a Christian or you're not.
I won't talk to you if you're a smartass.
Oh, either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
This is brilliant.
I could be either of them, but I don't have to tell you.
You don't have to tell me. I was under the impression I was invited to talk to a Christian. Am I not talking to a Christian?
No, you were invited to.
I think everyone should look at the title of the YouTube channel. You're probably in the wrong YouTube video.
You're really quite something, you are.
Aren't I? But you're really quite nothing. Right? You're not a Christian.
Okay, I'm done with him.
Oh, look who just got cucked by God.
Conduct yourself in a manner that makes such things much more unlikely.
I totally agree.
We're all saddled with the problem of the catastrophes that got us here, aren't we?
Yeah, but this one was commanded by God. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's what differentiates it from anything else, is that this one, it's God saying, go and do this atrocity.
Do you think that there's ever such a thing as a righteous war?
I'm skeptical. I'm not sure. It would probably be situational.
Well, right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but this one
people...
certainly wasn't a just war. The context for the Amalekite slaughter is that 400 years earlier, they fought one battle, which they lost, and God says, that's it, I'm going to wipe them off the face of the goddamn earth. And then 400 years later, he commands the Israelites to genocide their great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. That's not a just war at all. And also, a genocide is not a war.
Exactly.
Well, a genocide can be a war, but...
Absolutely not. Yep. The genociding of the Amalekites, the men, the women, and the infants, that's not a war. The infants aren't combatants.
Well, a genocide can be...
Absolutely. He got absolutely pulverised. He embarrassed himself, didn't he? He absolutely got pulled apart. And made her look like a complete and utter melon, didn't he? And one or two people, there's one thing I love about political satire. People can't help themselves taking the piss. And this is just absolutely... I've got a couple of people who basically sum up Peterson for what he is. This is just priceless.
How should we begin? What do you mean begin? You think energy has unilateral derivation? Well, only if you broaden the metadata to include union ubiquity. What now? Well, that depends on what you mean by now. Well, what do you mean depends? Well, who is you in this instance? You think you're limited to this instance? Of course not. Time is a bastardization of cosmic arithmetic. This hurts my brain. Me too. It seems we can't agree on terms. Well, I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree it's a statement. This must be how Romulus and Remus felt when they orchestrated the building of Rome. Well, clearly I'm Romulus. No, you're Remus. I'm Cain, you're Abel, you're Brutus to my Antony. Are we stuck? We might be stuck. Uh-oh. Can anyone help dislodge the coarse synaptic latitude on display? Oh, I know. Say your favorite pompous phrase to control a conversation. Ready? Egalitarian malfeasance. Damn. Again. Metaphysical verisimilitude. Nope. Again. Qualitative capriciousness. Didactic frivolity. Ooh, good one. Is this proof that conversations with me are obnoxious and futile? Well, yes. We have built a career around it, so I think it's easier if we just assume we're some sort of god. Deal.
Yes. He's, in his world, he's better than everybody else, isn't he? And that's... Can you imagine him having that'll be the conversation he'll have by himself, won't he? He's not the brightest star in the heavens. He most certainly is not Andrew Luke, yeah. Anyone see Tim very dim on Question Time last night? Tim but very dim. I didn't watch Question Time. To be fair, I've not watched it for quite a while. Trying to think who we're on about here. What are you, Tory MP? Probably will have been. I did see a little bit of an excerpt from a young lady talking about, the two-child benefit cap. Oh, James, hello, I'm part of a group trying to push a rejoin the EU petition. Do you think you could help us give it a push? It would be a big help. Well, I don't see why not. If you want to add something into the chat, not a problem. If you think it can help, we're all here to do our bit. But yes, that's what it is. And like another one who, let's just say, did the Peterson interviewing himself. This is just from Will Sebeg Montiflor. This is hilarious. You've got to watch this. It is just brilliant.
I'm Dr. Jordan Peterson.
I'm Dr. Jordan B. Peterson.
How do you know the difference?
The B stands for beard.
Fair enough.
Do you believe in farts?
What do you mean by believe?
Are they real?
Okay, I don't think that's knowable.
What can you tell me about farts?
I can only tell you the consequences of having released them into the world.
You're talking about the smell?
Obviously.
Do farts smell?
That's a complicated question.
How would you answer
You
it?
have to go all the way to the bottom.
The bottom?
So we can just see a crack.
Define crack.
In the hole.
Very impressive.
I'm not trying to be impressive.
Pitch me an idea for a TV show.
So Job is a good man who has everything taken away from him.
So Job in this instance is the good man.
I said I didn't say the.
What do you believe means?
Well, it depends on what you mean by belief.
Well, it's complicated.
You're really quite something.
Define something.
What's your point?
Define point.
You're not making an argument.
Define argument.
Don't be a smartass.
But isn't that our whole shtick?
I have no idea.
What you and I do is vomit out meaningless letters like regurgitated alphabetic spaghetti.
Somewhat.
Hypothetically speaking.
I can't answer a hypothetical.
What if I took you to a restaurant that only served alphabetic spaghetti?
I wouldn't be in that scenario.
Do you accept that alphabetic spaghetti exists?
Oh, yes.
Do you accept that spoons exist?
Yes.
So what would you say to me if I force-fed you a spoonful of alphabetic spaghetti?
Sure.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Dr. Peterson, thank you.
I win.
Yeah. And that just sums him up, doesn't it? And like I say, another one of our dear friends in the chat mentioned about a certain Charlie Kirk. Now this is just another one who got his arse handed to him. And I have to say, this is just absolute joy to behold. Because I watched a bit of a video. I think it was from, I can't remember his name now. His name has escaped me. He's an American guy. He's named Kyle Kalinske. And he did a bit of a video talking about something about this. And it was something that was very, very interesting. But let's watch this belter. Give this young kid an absolute cigar, because Charlie Kirk thinks he thinks he's got him with a gotcha when he talks about foreign policy. And this kid had all his ducks in the row and made him look the absolute grifting little turd that he is. Take it away, son, and take a bow.
Operation might have been necessary, but not murder on this scale. There is no justification for what is happening with the enormous death toll that is being produced. I really cannot see how you come here and you have the gall to lecture us on Christian morality and then sit here and justify the murder of thousands of civilians. And is it working, Mr. Cook? Is Hamas dismantled?
I've never said that.
You just did.
Well, no.
This is your whole
in
thing.
war, these are called casualties of a war.
We're going to need to stop bringing this.
Again.
Yes, children being born into a world that's been bombed, just casualties of war. What a turd.
I'm not going to justify every military maneuver of a 100,000 person army. Instead, what I will do is I'll be clear that there is a good guy and there is a bad guy. I honestly...
Isn't that the morality of a child?
Well, hold on. It's interesting you say that, because a child who knows that Israel is the good guy, Hamas is bad, has a lot more wisdom than a student like yourself at Cambridge University.
I will be glad.
Get your handbag
I will
out.
not have been somebody who has defended the genocide of the Palestinian people. And I think you will have to reckon one day that you have reckoned with...
Interesting. I want to close on this. So can you tell me what African country is currently ongoing a civil war?
Yes, this is where he thinks, I've got him in a gotcha. Take it away, son.
Believe it or not, I know about Sudan because I'm not an idiot.
How about what Southeast Asian country has an ethnic cleansing going on right now?
Myanmar.
Good. And you have strong opinions on both sides?
Unlike you, I take an effort to be informed about foreign policy and to come to conclusions. You are a culture warrior. I believe when everything is done, Mr. Kirk, people will see you and the people you supported as corrupt, as selling the country out to the lowest bidder, and of doing irreparable damage to a country I'm sure we all deep down love.
The difference...
I think you will have to reckon with that
difference
one, Mr. Kirk.
is when...
If I'd have been me, I would just let the mic hit the floor and just walk off and just... and I'd have just walked. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, he thought he was speaking with American students. Yeah, he probably was. Yeah, I've watched a video of that guy before, and I saw him have some really crazy smile that even a woman was like, "Ooh, his smile is." Yes, I've seen that one because he thinks he's made a living out of doing this shit. He absolutely, Joe, he is incredibly ignorant. And I was watching a bit of a Carl Kalinske video, and he covered some. Have you ever heard of a guy called Nick Fuentes? And he said something. He said something about that was quite interesting, where he talked about that, especially saying that the left have won, because if we cannot out basically was saying they are absolutely destroying us with truth and whatnot. And I just thought that was an interesting take and something I'd not really, exactly, global citizen and Nazi. Yeah, Carl Kalinske is really, really good. He always has something interesting to say. Difference between intelligence, thought, and the grift. Absolutely, Scott. But yeah, what he had to say, I thought, that's interesting. I never really thought about it. You're saying that the left have won, and he's basically trying to say they're out playing us with thought, and I can't quite remember what type of, but we're basically saying that the left have won, and basically, well, no, not really. They are just absolutely destroying you with truth bombs. No worries, Jim Stevens. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend, my friend, and take care, my good man. Loads of young people love winters. Yeah, they do, don't they? But you know, it's a case of when I looked at that, I thought, yeah, that's interesting. It's not something I'd considered, and I also get the feeling that he's feeling rather salty, the fact that that his time of being for the grift is pretty much done, dusted, because like as Carl Kalinske said, that these kids and who got compassion, empathy, they'll have their own TikTok, they'll have their own Twitter feeds and social media accounts. I say I can't quite remember a lot of what he was saying during the pandemic, but yeah, when it comes to stuff like progressive stuff, he's pretty good and always has something really interesting and thought provoking to say about it. But yes, all these right wing grifters. Let's just say they did have their problems, didn't they? And I think they are. Scotland, I believe the youth are the main proponent of independence, but I don't find it coincidence that these generations grew up with internet access to greater information. There could be something in that, Wales. You might be into something. Truth wins over lies, fact beat opinions, and love combats hate. Yeah, absolutely, Genie Bottle. And also that saying, isn't it, that when fact collides with fantasy, fact always wins, doesn't it, in the end? They always do. But yes, when I saw that, I just thought, good on you, lad. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Anyway, we're nearly into the home straight now. It's my God, 2 hours have gone. Where does the time go? This is one of my I have to say, this is probably one of the times that one of my favourite days of the week. I enjoy this because just where I can just maybe be myself a little bit more, and where we can just have a bit of a joke, and good for the well-being as well, where we just take a break from all the shit that's going on. And let's start off with I was earlier on this week. When I have to say that when it comes to how you do do politics, if you invent some new way that captures the imagination and people love it, and which is all well and good, like where if you're very, very good at being quite mean and nasty and insulting and name calling and all that, I always say, well, that's fair enough. But there's also that saying, two can play that game, can't they? And all I will say is that when it comes to playing that type of game, yeah, so Larry the Cat, brilliant. Charlie Smirk, totally agree. When the bullseye, when you paint a bullseye, call people Shifty, Sleepy Joe, and Shifty Shift and all that, and, character assassinate people. Don't get upset when the bullseye is absolute over banter. Oh, I'm glad you've enjoyed it, my friend. So, later, no worries, my friend Sir Larry. Nice of you to stop by. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, my friend. Glad you enjoyed it. But when there's the bullseye's being painted back at you, don't get upset, do you? You take it on the chin. And a certain Donny Baby, he's had the name calling thrown right back at him, hasn't it? I think this basically beautifully sums up what we're talking about.
I kick out?
Chicken out.
Oh, and then I chicken out. I've never heard that. You mean because I reduced China from 145% that I said down to 100 and then down to another number? And I said you have to open up your whole country. And because I gave the European Union a 50% tax tariff, and they called up and they said, please, let's meet right now. Please, let's meet right now. You call that chickening out? Because we have $14 trillion now invested, committed to investing when Biden didn't have practically anything. We had a dead country. We had a country people didn't think it was going to survive, and you ask a nasty question like that.
A nasty
it's called negotiation.
question.
You said a number, but don't ever say what you said. That's a nasty question. I kick out?
Yes. Yes. Let's just say, didn't he get awfully defensive? Very, very defensive. Absolutely, exactly, Graham Price. You've got to have a laugh at politics, or it will drive you mad. If you don't have a laugh, you'll just cry, won't you? Sometimes, and he didn't get absolutely very defensive, and what they basically called him, Taco. Trump always chickens out. It's true, isn't it? And you can tell he just doesn't like it. But I would say he's been the master for so many years of finding great names to take the piss out of people and being downright insulting. And now the bullseye is being shoved back at him and he doesn't like it. It's taco time all the time. Clucking, clucking, cluck. Absolutely. I was referring to the video. I'm still here. Oh, no worries. No worries. I'll say we won't be too long. This is practically the last of the... And that's how you get to him. Now his staff have to calm him down. Oh, yeah, exactly. And there's nothing he can do about it from what I can gather. I don't think there's nothing he can do. If you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at the world. And if you can't laugh at the world, why so serious? You don't get out of this life. Totally agree. See the thing. He's one of these where he's the biggest snowflake I've ever seen. I find it very, very funny that some men call him a man's man, and you look at him and you just think, are you on drugs or something? This isn't a man, this is just a petulant child. But yes, Now the taco Trump bit, I love it. I'll be interested to see how he deals with this. And I thought it were a brilliant question. Says it straight to his face. Says it straight to his face. Didn't hang about, and you can tell the big girl's blouser he is just didn't like it. Did it? and you can definitely tell it's taking hold. And Maggie Reid sums it up beautifully. Get your dancing clogs on.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, folks. Oh, he was chicken. He was chicken.
Yes, exactly. He looks like Pat Butcher. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Yes, take care, Jeannie Bottle. Thanks for stopping by. That's a nasty question. Fake media, but heard or what? Yes. Instant childhood flashbacks from the music. Yeah, exactly, Wales. Yes, I remember as a kid. Yes, I remember that in the charts as a kid. Brilliant from Maggie Reid. And how do you think the press secretary handled the questions about our taco Trump? You've got to love a taco cross. This is brilliant.
What are your thoughts on Wall Street calling President Trump taco?
Washington Post. I expect that kind of nastiness from Caitlin, the Associated Press, and also you, Yamish. Okay? But no, I don't expect that from you. I was defending you. Do you want to know what President Trump calls you? He calls you the Washington Compost. That hurts. I was
the Washington Compost.
Rooting for you. Okay, but no, this nastiness needs to stop. Frankly, it's insulting that you guys are so disrespectful to our leader who is sacrificing so much. He sacrificed a life of wealth for a life of public service. And he wrote The Art of the Deal. He was the star of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. For Christ's sakes, guys. He is the most transparent president that we've ever had. He is innovating, deal making all over the world, and he's the hottest president. Everyone talks about it. Yeah, everyone wants to be like him. And so, frankly, this is an absurd line of questioning, and you are all disrespectful. And frankly, you should all be replaced. Sure.
Why is Marco Rubio allowed to revoke visas for international students?
No, Marco Rubio is absolutely entitled to be able to revoke visas for potential criminals. Why is anti-Semitic Harvard not giving us a list of students? What would they have to hide? If they didn't have anything to hide, then maybe they would give us the list of names, huh? All of this is actually connected, guys. The fact that you guys aren't intellectually able to put all of this together, it shows in your writing. Okay, but Chinese chicken, what is that? Chinese chicken, chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. It's all Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, and the Bare Naked Ladies wrote that song 1 week to say, chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. What they want us all to stop thinking so they can do what? They can bring in criminals like Albrego, carne asada con queso into this country. And that's disgusting, okay? So all we're gonna do here is we're gonna stand strong and fight to the end because activist judges are actually trying to get in the way of the Trump tariffs. Guys, it is illegal for these judges to do this. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Tate brothers pardoned and we're gonna get them here and President Trump is gonna just fix everything and get everything right.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I thought you were going to turn scouse then for a minute. They do that, don't they? They do that, don't they? You just kind of reminded me of Harry Enfield when he does the scousers. Yes, Meatball Ron, yes. Pat Butcher. Yes, absolutely. Oh dear. She's absolutely brilliant, isn't she? is Landra Vasquez. But yes, but somehow I think that taco. Yeah, exactly. I thought you didn't like that honk. Yes, yeah, exactly. Graham Price. She's brilliant. She makes it sound ridiculous, but also exactly the type of thing you wouldn't actually be that surprised to hear. Yeah, it's like as I say, it's the political satirists. I feel sorry for. They do that, don't they? But yes, and finally, what would a Friday frolic be without this guy? Yes, you know who I'm talking about. What would a Friday? We've not seen him for a while, but we have to have the legend that is. Take it away.
The QAnon shaman recently took time out of looking for a job in his parents' basement to tell me on Twitter, don't soil my image. Stop sowing seeds of division. Wearing face paint and trolling MAGA. Stop soiling his image. We all remember the QAnon shaman, right? Feeding thousands of sick children. No. You stormed the Capitol like it was SummerSlam. With 3,000 Proud Boys pooping in Nancy Pelosi's desk. You don't have to tell me I'm soiling your image, dude. You soiled it. Your image shit itself, alright? MAGA Luther King over here. The Q-tip anal shaman. The QAnon shaman recently took time out of...
Yes, we had to have the one and only Robbie Road Steamer. He's brilliant. He's absolutely top drawing. The guy. He's absolutely brilliant. Nasty, you're nasty. That's a nasty question. Oh, yes, exactly. MAGA Luther King. Yes. Oh dear, he's just absolute brilliant. And I love it when he stormed when he stormed the what do you call it, Elon Musk factory, that car, Tesla. That was funny. That was hilarious. Waltzes in with his guitar. Making an absolute nuisance of it. He's an absolute treasure, is the guy. Oh dear. Well, I hope you've had a good belly laugh over the last 2.5 hours, and I hope you've had a good giggle. I know what is, Alistair. As I say, thanks for my moderators for everything you do. Because keep the chat all clean and good fun. And no worries, Joe. Cheers for that. So, well, no worries. What else? Cheers for that. Baron von Shits and Pants. Yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to say big thumbs up to my moderators. Thanks for stopping by, and I shall have a fantastic weekend, and take care, my friends, and see you next week.
So solid, it's Friday, 5 p.m. and time to throw it. So never mind the bullets, here's the Friday bullets. Here's Daily, he's so solid, it's Friday, 5 p.m. and time to frolic. So never mind the bullets, here's the Friday Frolics.
And all because...